Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a great day, and hopefully if you have found your way to this video, there is a message in here for you. Not all of the messages may resonate, as this is a collective reading. I'm just pulling the general collective energy. Um, and so just kind of take what's yours and leave the rest. And again, thank you for watching this video. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. And kind of the energy I've been picking up has been, I guess dark would be the main word. I feel like there's spiritual warfare going on, and so that's just kind of based on dreams I've been having, stuff like that. But before we get started, let me go ahead and say oracles, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, cosmic brothers and sisters, please allow me to interpret the cards and deliver the messages. Oracles, ancestors, angels, cosmic brothers and sisters, please allow me to interpret the cards and deliver the messages. Oracles, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, cosmic brothers and sisters, please allow me to interpret the cards and deliver the messages. I call upon Archangel Michael to shield and protect us throughout this reading. Okay, so anyway, like I said, the energy I've been picking up on is shadowy dark. Spiritual warfare. There's too much going on, and you can just, I'm sure you all feel the energy just with everything going on in like the news and stuff. There's a lot happening. Not all of it's good. I would say most of it is not good. And so, here we are. I just feel like as the months progress, things just tend to get crazier and crazier. And so, yeah, that's the energy I'm picking up on. It's too many. I guess I'll take these because they're going too. Okay, there's a lot of air energy here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and also water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So there's something here you have had clarity about. You are seeing clearly now, is what I'm hearing. You had an epiphany, and that you have come to the realization of something. And as a result, you are moving very quickly forward, fast forward movement, based on what you know. You're going after what you want. You're very passionate about it, and outspoken about it. So maybe you're an influencer, or maybe just in posting on any social media site. But there's something here. I'm also taking it as maybe you're speaking truth, right? Because there's lots of communication here with all the swords energy. Um, and so yeah, you're quickly moving forward, and I think in this you're attracting a lot of attention, probably from people from your past here with the Six of Cups. Like nostalgia is what I'm hearing. So I don't know, probably it could be old lovers, old friends, um, maybe family you haven't talked to in a while. But I think there's a lot of people who are feeling nostalgic here about you. Um, and maybe it's that people want to reach out and communicate, but um, I don't know. I think with the Seven of Wands here, I think you're probably being viewed as guarded. So um, maybe, yeah, people feel a bit intimidated, not sure how to approach you, not even sure if you want to be approached, right? Um, Yeah, I think you're kind of in your own energy here, kind of doing your own thing, and maybe you're giving off this sense of don't approach because I do not want to be disturbed. And that's followed by the Eight of Cups here. So, yeah, I think, wow, I think you walked away from all these people here who, and it's multiple energies because it's the Six of Cups. And I'm just seeing it, with the way the card is reflected here that it's multiple energies. Um, I think it's several people you walked away from. Okay, and you are here with followed by the Four of Swords. You are here, kind of resting, rejuvenating, um, kind of getting your strength back after a battle, a hard fought battle, is what I'm hearing. So, um, yeah, I think I don't know. You're kind of shining out here, is what you're doing, and I'll take it, but it wasn't my intention. Here you have the Ten of Cups, but I mean, it could be love, right? You could be dating someone, possibly. Again, a lot of water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Um, but I don't necessarily think that. I think I'm reading for someone who's independent, probably single, and it just has finally found maybe happiness within self and is truly enjoying um, being by yourself, not wanting to be disturbed probably by others is what I'm getting. Yeah, and there is a craft that you're working on, so it could be some sort of project. I don't know, maybe promotion at work you're working on, but there's something here that you've been working hard at, and you're trying to bring in, but you're stuck in your head here with the Nine of Swords. Um, yeah, so I don't know if it's a lack of self confidence that you have, maybe not knowing which direction to go in, how to start, um, whatever the case may be, but yeah, there is definitely a passion project here that you need to start working on, and you're keeping yourself stuck in your heads. Maybe you've had a dream about this. Maybe yeah, I think maybe you've had a dream about it, but it's also something you think of often. And so, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, maybe view it from that perspective, and you'll get the answer. Judgment card. So, yeah, I mean, Judgment is bringing in karma, right? So everything you have reaped, you will sow. Um, Judgment is also an awakening and forgiveness. So I think Judgment is being called for the work you have put in, and there's something you're kind of bringing in your harvest now. There's something you're planning. Um, Maybe you're kind of seeing off in the distance what it is you want to accomplish, and you're going to do what it takes to bring it in, right? So you're progressing towards that. This is followed by the Two of Cups. Um, I honestly think this is being emotionally fulfilled within self. Um, and I say that because it's followed by the Three of Cups. I feel that sorry guys, I'm just trying to read the energy. Um, yeah, I think you're pouring into yourself, and I think you're balancing out your masculine and feminine energy, and that has whatever you're doing. There's people talking. There's people judging you for what it is you're doing. Maybe how you're expressing yourself, how you love in yourself, how you have your boundaries so high. Could be them talking about what you're accomplishing, what you're bringing in, but there's lots of gossip surrounding this. But again, with you, even with the 10 of Cups and 2 of Cups, I'm still feeling like it's self love, not necessarily love. It could be for some of you, but and maybe that's your passion project that you're calling in. I don't know. I hate to call another person a passion project, but what I mean is not necessarily a project. Maybe this reading for you specifically was always about love. Is my point. Sorry, that was too many cards. I didn't mean to take that. Yeah, and I think that kind of goes along with the energy I'm picking up on. Like, there's a lot of dark, heavy energy, and it makes sense. Like with the Judgment card, like there's a lot of judging, judging going on, and not of self, of others. But that's the problem, right? We tend to, when we're not aware, when we're not self-aware, we tend to judge others instead of ourselves. So the 6 of Wands is, I mean, you have victory. So if people were mad before, then they're probably going to be even more mad now, because there's some sort of public recognition for you here, coming in, maybe a promotion, but it's being watched. It's public recognition. It's winning is what it is, because 6 of Wands followed by the 5 of Wands, which is conflict, is you came out the victor in that situation. Um, yeah, and just so you know, you're bringing in a harvest here with the 4 of Wands. So I don't know if you've been manifesting, possibly a house, but you're bringing in something here. You're being rewarded. You're being recognized. You're achieving something, and yeah, that's great. That's great. So the 6 and 4 of Wands, both great cards to have. And again, we started with the air sign energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I just pulled the Queen of Swords, so whoever I'm talking to could be a female. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And yeah, you're here definitely in your power. You have your sword raised, right? So you're ready to use the sword if you need to, but you're all about fairness, and so you're willing to hear people out, right? But yeah, that sword there, the way she's carrying it is just like, mess with me if you want to, is basically what it's saying. But yeah, I think again, going back to the very beginning of the reading, you're speaking your mind very clearly, and that could be irritating people here from your past. The 4 of Cups here, and even if it isn't irritating them, maybe you yourself have been calling judgment, just in terms of no longer romanticizing the things about your past, probably, that you had to learn from, right? We all have to learn from things. And if you're like me, for whatever reason, I chose to learn things the hard way. And so, but yeah, I think you're speaking truth. You're clear about what you're speaking. You're very knowledgeable about what you're speaking. And yeah, there's just a fierce, like humble, but fierce energy that you're exuding. Yeah, and I think because you're doing that, because you're releasing the past, you're calling in a new beginning here with the Ace of Wands. So could be again, I mean, it has to be something like a project, something you're going after, something you're trying to accomplish, right? Wow. Okay. So if it wasn't about love before, now it is, because we got the Lover's card here. So I don't know. I think what it comes down to is you being in balance as you are. You kind of just focusing within and not focused without, concentrating on what you're doing, where you're going, where you're headed. what you need to be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, um, whether you're prepared or not. It's it's calling in um, a soulmate possibly. Here, let me pull a couple more. Okay, the Five of Cups. That's interesting. So the Lover's card followed by the Five of Cups. Let me pull one more. Okay, I need to pull one more. Okay, so I think whoever you're calling in, they are in a grieving state right now, a depressed state. This person actually could be possibly drinking a lot, with the Five of Cups here, but and even in the regular tarot deck, like there's 5 cups, what 3 are spilled, 2 the person can't see. Like that could be in my mind clumsiness from drinking. But this person is actually an emperor, which is awesome. Just because I felt the power of the energy. This is someone who's on top of his shit, but he's drinking a lot, and I think there's this is followed by the Five of Pentacles. There's something going on. Could potentially be health wise because of the drinking, or it could be some sort of mental illness, feeling left out, isolated, having self-sabotaging behavior, whatever this energy is that this person is in. And again, it's dark based on the 2 fives, the Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. It's gonna cause a tower moment in this person's life. Something's changing in this person's life, and it's gonna come abruptly, and it's gonna come quickly. And whoever this gentleman is, or woman, as in female in masculine energy, whatever this is going to make them realize they love you. Ace of Cups. And it's coming quickly, and he's not hesitating. There are no questions to be asked. He's clear. He is balanced in his energy, and he knows what he's going after. And he's bringing you his cup of love. King of Cups here. Wow. He or she. Sorry. Okay, too many. That's too many. I'm not going to take that. Okay, I'll take one more. Whatever came out. This person's ready to take a leap of faith and end the old cycle and start a new cycle with you. And take you, and if you have one child, take you and your child away to peace, which is beautiful. All right, that's awesome. And sorry, I apologize. I know I was reading that in certain masculine, feminine energy. I mean, this reading could very well be just for a feminine out there, and that's okay since I kept saying it. But the energy could also influence the energy, or could also be based on the energy that you're just exuding at the time, right? You could be a male exuding feminine energy. You could be a female exuding masculine energy. So it's energy first is my point. So because I picked up on kind of this heavy, dark type energy, I'm going to use my own tarot deck that, two of my tarot decks that I have created. Okay, so let me start with this one. Oracles, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, cosmic brothers and sisters, please allow me to interpret the cards and deliver the messages. Oracles, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, cosmic brothers and sisters, please allow me to interpret the cards and deliver the messages. And call upon Archangel Michael to shield and protect us throughout this reading. Let's see which one's flipped. Those two flipped. Okay. I knew there was another one. Okay. So first card says, you have been underestimated and your kindness was taken for weakness. Okay. So I think the spiritual warfare that I'm sensing, the dark, shadowy energy that I'm sensing is regret. It's grief, it's regret, it's, I'm sure, sadness. Whatever you are doing currently, people know, people are talking about it. Some people are probably, I don't know, mad about it. Some people are probably sad about it. Some people are maybe happy for you, but that's probably few and far between. But I think that the point is you previously were extremely nice to those around you, and were probably a people pleaser and overgiver. You probably put up with a lot of shit you shouldn't have, pretty much, and you walked away, but I think you had no choice in doing that. And so people are seeing now that your kindness, I think you are seeing now that your kindness was taken for weakness, but I think people are seeing now that they completely underestimated you. So again, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you got a new job and people are talking about it, right? Maybe you started your own business and people are talking about it. Maybe you wrote a book and people are talking about it. Maybe you have a social media channel. It could be anything. But it's an accomplishment is my point. And you may not know, but other people are talking about it. And so what Spirit is saying is that you have to continue to walk your own path because of everything that you've been through. So now that you have learned the lessons that you were supposed to learn, Spirit wants you to walk your own path. And Spirit wants you to be confident in that path because you have pulled yourself up by the bootstraps from probably pain, probably trauma, heartbreak, heartache, whatever you want to call it, and now you no longer need to follow the path that others say you should follow. You're going to follow your own path. Spirit is also saying to listen carefully to their words and observe their actions. So I think, because of this energy and because people who are in regret and probably in a darker energy, they're being attracted to your light for a reason, right? And light attracts dark. And so Spirit is telling you to listen carefully to what people say and observe their actions, because you didn't do this the first time around. So if you come across people from your past and you're going to choose, because you have free will, to talk to them again, then Spirit is saying that you need to do this in order to use your best judgment, right? This card is the observed versus the observer. And I think what this is, in order for you to be able to read these people, you're going to have to meditate. okay? And you're gonna have to quiet the mind, is what you're gonna have to do. So if you have been meditating but it's hard, or maybe you're struggling with traditional methods of meditating, I want you to go and look up J. Krishnamurti. That's J, letter J, um, and he does have a first name, but Krishnamurti is the last name. Krishnamurti. And basically, he has been, even though he says there's no good, like, you have to dive into him, but pretty much his point is we each are our own guru. We know the way. That's the point. And so he discourages you from following like these gurus who teach you can only meditate a certain way, and other things about spirituality. But the point is he breaks meditation down into what I believe is true meditation. Again, he won't take the credit for that. He doesn't. That's not his point in sharing all his works that he did over the years. But he's amazing. If you are really into meditation, spirituality, and you want to learn how to quiet your mind, I highly suggest researching him. But that's what Spirit is saying, that in order for you to be able to follow your own path and truly judge people and use your best discernment, you're gonna have to meditate. And and by the way, Spirit is throwing in by the way card is what I'm hearing. Your journey is just beginning, so buckle up. Like, if you were already feeling tired because of so many changes and everything that's going on around you, Spirit is kind of chuckling, is what I'm hearing, because they're like, there's so much more than you can ever even imagine that's about to come. Next card is ultimately do what is best for you and your mental health. Don't worry, others will too. So Spirit is not only saying your journey is just beginning, buckle up, but Spirit is saying that you have to do what's best for you. Because ultimately, if you get back into the habit of people pleasing, or if you remain in the habit of people pleasing, and I'll attest to this myself, it will not be good, and it will only continue to hurt you more and more and more over the years until you basically burst with anger, heartache, grief, and it turns into something even worse like addiction and mental breakdown and all these crazy things. So you have to do what's best for you. Do not worry about the people around you and how they feel. So I think along your path, what you're going to see is you're going to have to possibly disconnect, but more so, you're going to have to decide what's best for you. So if that means leaving certain people behind, if that means, people disagreeing with your choice, your decision, you have to focus on you and put yourself first, because if you don't, no one else will, is the point. Okay? And shadow work is necessary for continued growth and success. So I think as you're meditating, you'll be able to continue to work on your, or to complete shadow work. For me, I've been into spirituality for almost 5 years now, and I have embraced and loved shadow work because it has taught me. Okay, so just before I knew about it, it would have possibly been impossible to forgive myself for my past transgressions, mistakes, whatever. But shadow work brings in that new perspective that makes you realize, like, your shadow is a part of you. Your shadow is very real, and your shadow can be very fierce and demonic if allowed, right? It's your shadow. And so, but just as much as your shadow is a part of you, so is your light, right? And so Just as much as you can be in your shadow, you can turn to light, because why we encompass both sides, yin and yang. But so if there's something, whether it's could be thought patterns, right? Doesn't even have to be. It could be something like addiction. It could be negative thought patterns. It could be I don't know, not getting enough sleep. It could be the things you watch and how they negatively impact your mental or your psyche. So, but I mean, it could be vindictive behavior, jealousy, envy, greed, all those dark, shadowy aspects of ourselves. And beware of the company you keep, and the energy you entertain. So, and again, don't be afraid to cut off, is what I'm hearing for Spirit. So I think you have abundance coming in. I think that's the point. Because Spirit is saying you have closed the door on the past. Now your path is clear. And, yeah, people. Okay, so I think you're just a really nice person. That's the energy because the energy is Spirit saying, okay, I need you to pay attention. I need you to meditate. I need you to do what's best for you. I need you to be aware of the company that you keep and not be afraid to cut people off, and recognize the energy that you entertain and how that might impact you. Like, that's a lot of, like, Spirit is just here, like, really in your face, reminding you. So you have closed the door to the path, or to the past, and now your path is clear. That's the point. So I think, to be honest, if I'm being honest, Spirit does not want you to deal with your past. I'll just say that. Okay. And you are the guru. Again, I love that this card came out, because I did make this card inspired by Jake Krishnamurti, and so I just think it's great. I love it. I think it's meant to be, is my point. But again, you are the guru. You know the way. Follow your own path. That's the point. Yes, people can share their thoughts, their opinions, their ideas, but ultimately you know the way that is best for you, and so you need to follow that. Okay, so I'm going to stop with that card there. Okay, and I'm going to pull my other deck. So again, I think going back to the very beginning of the reading, where I was picking up on the dark, heavy energy, I think that's the point here. Spiritual warfare is going on. People have ulterior motives. People are feeling vindictive. People are feeling jealousy, envy, hate, greed. Like, there's a lot of energies, and so you may have people coming towards you to try to take advantage of you, unfortunately. So, but the good news is you've already started your healing, your spiritual journey. Excuse me. And so you have all the tools at your disposal to make the best decisions going forward. Okay, so a few cards here, and then we'll end the reading. Yep, I knew it. Mad you are succeeding, but will never admit it. You have haters here in the background. And that's the energy I was picking up on. Unfortunately, for all I know, for all we know, these people could be closer to you than you think, but I think that you got people mad, whatever you're doing. Just so people are mad. They're mad you're succeeding and will never admit it, and it's unfortunate. And it could be people that are close to you, people that pretend to be your friends, right? Could even be ex-lovers, by the way. Just keep that in mind. Oh, these cards won't pull. Oracles, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, cosmic brothers and sisters, please allow me to interpret the cards. Okay, you inspire others to be different or themselves. Yeah, I think it's something you're doing online. I think, oh, yep, you're looking good. You are one of a kind. So you're in your own energy. There's no one like you. You are one of one. And whatever you're doing, you're inspiring others to kind of follow their own path, which is great. Again, looking good in the process, making people mad. And there's no one like you. You're in your own energy. And Spirit's saying you need to recharge your batteries. So if you haven't been getting enough sleep, if you haven't been kind of taking care of yourself spiritually, whatever that is for you, baths, meditation, passion projects, I don't know. Um, yeah, and people are feeling completely cut out. So your cutoff game is strong, super strong, which most of my spiritual warriors, I expect your cutoff game to be strong, especially if you are far enough along in your path to know, right? Like at a certain point, you just know. And so your cutoff game is strong, and people are feeling as if it's as if I never existed. So you've completely made them a what Evelyn Lozado said, non-motherfucking factor. Okay. You have a natural beauty and charm, yep, and I think that's being shown. Ooh, and shadow work came out again. So again, either you're doing the shadow work or Spirit is recommending it, and I think Spirit's recommending it because of all of the spiritual warfare that's going on. In order for you to be able to combat or see the darkness in others, you have to be able to see it and understand it in yourself first, right? So heavy on the shadow work, but you have a natural beauty and charm. Yeah, you are. I mean, you're a starseed here. You're a light worker here. You're chosen one. You are all those things. Okay, where'd that go? Where was it? Oh, hold on. There it is. You are learning. So whatever you're learning, continue to master your craft. Continue to learn. The more you learn, the better. And the learning is ongoing. It's never going to end. So it's spirit, and that's the great thing about spirituality is there's so much to learn. Yeah, and there's people. Someone here could be watching you from afar. I still have your pictures. Oh God, someone thinks you're their true love. Someone still has your pictures and thinks you're their true love. But your voice is activated, and people could be feeling some type of way. They feel as if they can't turn on their light when yours is always on. Your voice is activated and you're shining, and I'm going to encourage you to keep doing that because the reality of the situation is, in order for people to shine their light, they don't have to wait for you to turn yours off. They just got to turn theirs on when yours is on. And that's the point. We all turn our lights on at the same time, and that's how we light up the world. That's how we bring in positive energy. That's how we uplift our universal consciousness, right? That's the point. So you are inspiring. So whatever you're doing, again, and there's victory here. I think, again, that's why Spirit's warning you to be careful over here. And could be union coming in here for some of you. Others of you, you need to go out in nature. And someone is coming in. Maybe you're going to meet someone while you're out in nature. This person's going to ask you to be theirs. And just so you know, I'm going to end with this. There was always something about you. I just didn't see it. Again, picking up on the regret we were discussing earlier. And I'm sorry. So again, people just in heavy regret. Probably people, again, who did you wrong, did you dirty, whether it be friends, lovers, family, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I think overall this is great energy. I think, again, whoever the message is for, we're focused on spirituality, focus on meditation, continue to love yourself, because the more you love yourself, everything else just all falls into line. And shadow work was extremely important. There's lots of spiritual warfare going on right now. You've probably seen stuff in your dreams, and so yeah, Spirit is just saying prepare and work on that shadow so that you can recognize it and fight it and combat it in others. Okay. Sorry if it feels like I'm cutting the reading short. I actually have to go pick up my daughter from school. So I will record another video soon, and thank you for watching.